Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Workout with a Trooper. We're here at the Massachusetts State Police Academy in New Braintree. And today we're joined with a special guest to my right, Trooper John Spencer from the Massachusetts State Police Stop Team, Special Tactics and Operations. And to my left, we have Trooper Mike Wilhite from the Health and Fitness Unit. So prior to our workout today, we want you to do two things. First, I want you to get permission from either mom or dad or your guardian. Secondly, if you have any medical conditions that would prohibit you from safely completing these exercises, we'd want you to take note of that. So let's get right into the warm-up now. We're going to start with walking in place, arms out to your side, palms facing downward, fingers extended and joined. And we do some arm circles. So circling those arms forward while walking in place. Good. And now we can reverse those arm circles and move them backwards, getting those shoulders all warmed up for the exercise. And the reason for the warm-up is to increase body temperature and get that blood flowing to all the muscles that we're going to be utilizing during this workout. All right, next we're going to segue right into high knees, picking those knees up as high as you can, kind of like running in place. And from here, we're going to segue into side straddle hops, or as you may know them as jumping jacks. Hands by your sides, palms facing forward, fingers extended and joined, stepping off to the left and right. Good. And let's go back to walking in place with some arm circles forward. Nice tight rotations of the shoulder joint. And let's reverse. Good. All the while walking in place. And let's go into high knees, bringing those knees up, basically jogging in place. Good, and we'll segue back into side straddle hops. Try to get at least 15 of these. Good, and time. All right, great. So that concludes our warm-up. We'll just get right into the workout. Let's get to it. Okay, for today's workout, we have a circuit for you. We have 6 different exercises. We're gonna break them up into 2 rounds. So we'll do 3 exercises with a work-rest ratio of 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. So we'll go through those 3 exercises 3 times for a total of 9 sets. Once that particular part of the workout is over, we're going to segue into 3 more exercises. And we'll demonstrate those in just a moment, but we'll maintain that 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and we'll go through those 3 exercises 9 times. This workout will be approximately 15 minutes, and we will let you know when the clock sounds, when to work and when to rest. So Trooper Wilhite will now demonstrate, to my left, the front plank. So the front plank is an isometric position, which means there's contraction of the muscle without lengthening or shortening. It's a good core workout, so it works the back and it works the belly muscles. So what we want is we want those elbows positioned underneath the shoulder. And we have like a 90-degree angle with the forearm out in front, supporting the torso. What we're looking for is a straight line from shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles, and try to maintain that. If you have to break this position, you can simply go to your knees to make this a more scalable, more doable exercise. But try to maintain that position for 30 seconds. Over here to my right, Trooper John Spencer is going to demonstrate the right side plank. So with his right elbow positioned underneath his shoulder and his arm facing forward, he's going to pick his hips up off the ground. You may put that arm up in the air for balance, but what we're looking for here is a straight line from the shoulder joint, hip, knee, and ankle. And this space underneath here is symmetrical. It's all one straight line. Try to maintain that position for 30 seconds. If you must, you may put that forward foot in front of you or that top foot in front of you to make this a little bit easier, a little more doable, all right? Then we're gonna segue into a left side plank. It's the same points of performance that Trooper Spencer has demonstrated. We're just going to switch arms. All right, so we're now doing the left side. Again, elbow underneath the shoulder, arm facing forward in a straight line all the way down. And you can recover. So those will be the first 3 exercises. We'll work 30 seconds and then we'll rest 15, and we'll do 3 rounds of that. Once we're done with those 3 exercises, we're going to segue into the second part of this workout. We'll maintain the same work-rest ratio of 30 seconds on, 15 seconds of rest. This time we'll start with air squats. So Trooper Wilhite will demonstrate the air squat, starting with the hips back and down, heels glued to the deck, all the way up to the top, pushing those knees all the way back so that we know you're at full hip extension. So we're going to do that for 30 seconds. Once that is done, we're going to rest for 15. The second exercise is what we call an isometric squat. So an isometric position is a contraction of the muscles without lengthening or shortening. So this also works to help garner some more mobility in the hips, sitting in the bottom of the squat position for some time. So again, all the points of performance exist for the air squat, starting with those hips back and down. You can put your hands out, just try to keep them off your thighs, and we're going to maintain this isometric position for 30 seconds. Once the 30 seconds is up, we'll come back to the full extension position and we'll rest for 15. The third exercise in this circuit is what we call the mountain climber. So the mountain climber, again, starts in what we call the front lean and rest position. Many of you know this as the push-up position. So straight line from shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. In the mountain climber, we're going to start with our left knee in toward our left elbow. And then simultaneously, we're going to switch position with the other leg, right knee into right elbow. And we're going to maintain this movement for 30 seconds of work. And when the buzzer sounds, we'll rest for 15, and we'll complete that or those 3 exercises for 3 rounds. All right, so I'll go ahead and get the clock going. We're all ready to work out. All right, let's get going. All right, so the first exercise will be the front plank. Front plank. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, while you're in this position, you may squeeze your stomach, contract all the muscles in your body, maintaining those elbows underneath those shoulders. Good, stable, tight position. Don't want those elbows out too far, destabilizing those shoulder joints. Your feet can be together or up to 6 inches apart. That's up to you. If you find that this position is too difficult, you can go to your knees to make it a bit easier. Now we're going to segue onto our right elbow for the right side plank. Right side plank. Make sure that that elbow is located underneath your shoulder joint and your hand is facing forward. At the buzzer, we're going to lift those hips off the ground. You may put that other arm up in the air for balance. Try to maintain as much as you can a straight line from shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. If you're looking to scale, if this position is too hard, you may take that foot that's on top and put it out in front to help stabilize you just a little bit more. All right, in 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, time. Now we're going to segue onto the left side, left elbow underneath the shoulder, feet on top of each other. Again, straight line, shoulders, hip, knees, and ankles. In 3 seconds, we're going to pick our hips up off the ground. And you may put that right arm up in the air for some balance. Hold this position, make sure that that elbow, those at home, that elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Good, halfway there. 10 seconds. If this position's too difficult, take that top foot, put it out in front of you on the ground or on the mat so that you may stabilize this position. And time. All right, we're going back to the front plank. Front plank. Again, both elbows located underneath the shoulders. And in 5 seconds, we're going to get up into position, trying to maintain a straight line from shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Try not to look back at your toes. You don't want to change your spine position. So that part of your neck is called the cervical spine. We don't want to change that. We want to maintain as natural a spine position as possible in any exercise that we do. In 8 seconds. Good, good job. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, right side plank. Get that right elbow underneath your right shoulder. Hips down on the ground. Once the buzzer sounds, you want to take those hips up off the mat or off the ground. Try to maintain that straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. You may take that left arm, put it straight above toward the ceiling. And if this gets to be too difficult at home, you may take that top foot, that left foot, and put it out in front of you, 6 to 8 inches in front of you to help stabilize this position. And in 5 seconds, hold it, you got it, good job. Time, all right, let's switch sides. We're gonna go on to the other side. Left side plank, left elbow underneath your shoulder, hips down on the ground. In 5 seconds, you're gonna pick them up, maintain a nice straight line for 30 seconds. Here we go. All right, good job. 10 seconds into it. Good job. Make sure that that elbow is underneath that shoulder, hands facing forward. If you need to, you may put that right foot that's on top of that left 6 to 8 inches in front of you to stabilize that position. Good. Back to the front plank. I'm going to do this 3 more times. Front plank, right plank, left side plank. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. We're up. Elbows underneath those shoulders, straight line, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Make sure that you're not looking back at your toes at home, that you maintain a natural spine position throughout this movement. You may try and squeeze your belly at this point, contracting all the muscles that you possibly can to get the most out of this. And in 5 seconds, try to maintain this position. If you have to, you can go to your knees. Time. All right, right side plank. So elbow underneath your right shoulder. Three, 2, 1, we're up. All right, good job. Make sure that that elbow is directly under that shoulder. You have a straight line from shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Try to maintain this position. If you have to, you may take that left foot, put it out in front of that right foot, down on the mat or on the ground to help stabilize this position. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch sides, Onto the left side plank. Elbow underneath your left shoulder, hips on the ground. Once the buzzer sounds, pick those hips up. Maintain that straight line in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're up. That right arm up toward the ceiling. Make sure that left elbow's positioned directly under that shoulder. Your forearm facing forward. Right foot on top of your left. If you're trying to stabilize that position, simply take that right foot 6 to 8 inches in front of the left foot. Okay, next 3 exercises: air squat, isometric squat, and mountain climbers. So for the next 30 seconds, we're going to perform air squats. Hips back and down, heels glued to the deck, and begin. All the way up. You want to make sure that you push those knees all the way back, making sure those hips are fully extended at the top. Keep the heels glued to the ground. You do not want to come up on your toes in the air squat. Keep your chest up. Try to avoid rounding that back. Keep your knees out. Good, way to work. 10 seconds. Stay with it. If you need at any point to take a break, go ahead and take a break. Get some water if you can't continue to work throughout the 30 seconds. All right, 15 seconds of rest here. When the buzzer sounds again, we're going to go into the isometric squat. We're going to find the bottom position of our squat, maintaining contact with those heels on the ground at all time, making sure those knees are out, chest is up, and the back is not rounded. Good. Good, 20 seconds. Make sure, look down, make sure our toes, we're not up on our toes and our heels are off the ground. Push those heels back, sit back. Chest up, nice, flat, tight back. Good, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, next exercise, mountain climbers. Again, mountain climbers, we start in the front, lean and rest position. And we're gonna start with that left knee in toward that left elbow and simultaneously shoot that one back while you bring the right knee into the right elbow. All right, 20 seconds. Keep working, keep moving. Good, right to the buzzer, 10 seconds to go. All right, we're back to the air squat. Air squat, this is the second round of these 3 exercises. We have a total of 3 in the second round. So in the air squat, again, hips back and down, knees out, knees out. At the top of the air squat, we want to make sure you push your knees all the way back at the top, fully extending those hips. Keep that back nice and tight. Don't want to round your back. Keep it nice and flat. Good, way to work. And at home, if you need to take a break, go ahead and shake out your legs and get back into it when you can. 8 seconds, keep moving, keep working. Right to the buzzer. Good. All right, next is an isometric squat. Isometric. So we're gonna hold that bottom position of the squat for 30 seconds. At the buzzer, hips back and down, knees out, heels glued to the deck, chest up. Back is not rounded, it's nice and flat. Good, 15 seconds in. Try to maintain this position if you can. You can simply stand up, shake out those legs, and then try to get back into this position here. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, mountain climbers, mountain climbers. Hands underneath your shoulders. Again, we're gonna start with that left knee in toward that left elbow. And then we're going to simultaneously kick that back while we bring that right knee in. If at any time you need to, simply you can stop, stand up, shake it out, and then try to get back into the exercise as soon as possible. Good work, 20 seconds in. Right to the buzzer and time. All right, back on your feet. We have one more round. Air squats, isometric squats, and mountain climbers. So shake out those legs. All right, we're gonna start with our feet about shoulder width apart. Toes pointed 11 and 1 o'clock. Start with those hips back and down. Hips glued to the deck when you stand up. Push those knees all the way back, fully extending those hips to the top. Try not to round that back. Keep that chest up at all times. Keep those knees out. Don't let them cave in. Good, keep working. 15 seconds in. 10 seconds. All right, next exercise will be the isometric squat. We're gonna find the bottom position of our squat and try and hold it for 30 seconds. Great exercise to work on mobility, to garner more mobility in the bottom position of the squat. Working on the hips here. Hips and posterior chain hip extension and standing up. Good, 15 seconds in. Those at home, make sure you look down at your heels and make sure that they are flat on the ground. 5 seconds. Time. All right, last exercise here. Mountain climbers. We start with that left knee in toward that left elbow. And then simultaneously kicking that one back while bringing in the right knee to the right elbow. Here we go, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. "15 seconds in. 10 seconds to go. Two. Time. All right, well, that concludes this circuit, this workout. Hopefully you were able to get up off the couch, get a good sweat in today, and hope to see you for the next episode of Workout with a Trooper. Thanks again for joining us for this episode of Workout with a Trooper. Remember, stay active, stay fit, and stay healthy.